Hello everyone, today we are making yet another video on the Nothing world, mostly because the last one was a bit lazy. I didn't explore thoroughly all of the things you can do. For example, I could have easily went to the lunar islands, but didn't, which is why I'm giving you a much better 15-minute video on everything you can do in this world. And if you have the magical power of reading titles, you probably already know my end goal. With that said, let me point out something someone told me in the last video. In the mystical land of the YouTube comment section, I found this genius with the idea I didn't think of and actually made most of this video possible. I can now easily get lighters from willows that join the game and give me them, which is huge. Already this allows me to explore the rest of the caves where I find out that world regrowth spawns some mushroom trees. I cut the blue one down because I need health from the blue caps. After walking through the mushroom biomes, I discovered that somehow the cave stalactites still spawned. Using this I can get so many rocks right now. Simply just set a tree on fire for light and then mine all of the stalactites for a good supply of rocks. And just like that, I can craft a campfire, my first proper renewable light source. After mining some more rocks, my pickaxe breaks, and I don't have any more sticks to craft another one. Luckily, you can dig up saplings planted from trees to get sticks, which saved me from going back to the surface. After the summer ended, I went back to my base and the first thing I did was craft that marble statue I couldn't craft last video. The next step is to make an icebox, but to make one I need gears. An easy way to get gears is to dig up graves, so that's exactly what I did. The first thing I got was nightmare fuel. Okay, not so bad, we have more chances to get gears. Next I got a red gem, which is kind of useless, but fine, we can get better. Then I get nightmare fuel again. And after that some useless garbage, including red gems. Okay, so right now I haven't been getting the best of luck, but it's okay because there is still one more grave left. And it's another red gem. This is stupid. I have 9 red gems and I can't even use any of them for anything. But at least I got gold from the trinkets, which is okay. But still, it does not make up for the fact that I did not get a single gear. I have bigger things to worry about though, because my hunger looks like this and I have no food and I am nowhere near my base. By some miracle, I managed to think to try killing these bats for food and then get monster meat. It wasn't all good though, because they hit me a fair few times, but at least I am alive. Once I finally got back to base, I crafted a bunch of things with my rocks, including healing salves, which turned the 8 hate from spider glands to a massive 20, which is really good. I also made a crock pot because you know there's lots of things you can cook with monster meat. Also don't ask why, but then my crock pot set on fire. After grinding food for the entirety of winter, I returned to the caves during spring and hoped that maybe I could find the ruins using the lighter. I tried looking up how to find it, but I only found this video made by some dumb idiot. Eventually though, I did find it and was very happy to find there was no splubunkies or slurpers, because you know I turned them off. So I went into the ruins expecting this to be easy without the clockworks. But then I found out that for some reason they still spawned and almost died to a single rock. That one encounter made me use up all of my healing salves, but I wasn't going to let that stop me. I went into the ruins to mine the statues for telesite, but then this knight had a different idea, so I killed him, which was actually pretty smart because I got a gear from him. To get light while mining the statues, I dropped a piece of wood, set it on fire, and then quickly mined the statues while avoiding the knights that tried to attack me. After repeating the process a few times, I gathered a fair amount of telesite and decided to craft some stuff at the ancient pseudoscience station. Even that was hard, because it was always guarded by a bishop. So I had only one option left. I needed to find the maze and hopefully find some armor in the chests. Getting to it was surprisingly easy, and after a few chests I found a spear, which was my first real weapon. After going through some more chests, I found exactly what I was looking for, a football helmet. Once I got it, I quickly ran back to my base for the pan flute, and I went to fight the two bishops guarding the pseudo-Stein station. The strategy was to attack one of them while putting the other one to sleep so I wouldn't get hit by both of them simultaneously. This was working fine, but then all of my armor broke after killing only one of them. So obviously I ran away as far as I could. I went back to the maze, and this time I would go through every chest. After a few more spears and football helmets, I found a bat, which if you don't know, heals you when you hit something. And I used it to both kill the last bishop and heal myself. After all that was over, I could finally craft some good armor. It took me a while to decide exactly what I wanted, but eventually decided on 10 telesite crowns and a yellow amulet. So now that I have some pretty good armor, you may be wondering, where am I supposed to find a good weapon from? The answer to that is the glass cutter from the Lunar Islands. The glass cutter is one of the 3 strongest weapons in the game, so I picked a direction and hoped I would find the Lunar Islands before winter hit by slowly paddling to it. Luckily, I found it almost immediately. The first thing I did was mine moon glass and set up the crafting station to craft the glass cutter. But after doing that, I realized that these rock bushes give you food, and so I took them and the turf so I could plant them at my base. Unfortunately, winter hit while I was on the island, which is not really a problem on the island since I could burn trees for heat, but if I wanted to get back I would have to go without heating. I had no rocks to make a campfire, so I could stay on the island until winter was over, but I couldn't do that because I had no food, so eventually I had to leave the island. In the worst possible turn of events, a nightmare creature came just as night started, and just as I was about to freeze, so I had to burn a log for heat. But as it turns out, that was not the greatest idea, because that almost set my boat on fire, but luckily managed to make it back to the mainland, somehow. Anyways, now that I have some good armor and weapons, it is time to start spawning Klaus to kill him. In order to do that, I need to hit these deer and take their antlers off them. Unfortunately, I was no way ready to fight him yet, so I had to wait another year before I could spawn him in winter again. Most of the video now is just me grinding for monster meat and spider glands, so I skipped it. In the caves I gathered even more rocks and chopped down a few green mushrooms so I could cook them for sanity. Also, by this point I have survived long enough that if I was playing with every season set to the normal length, I would have survived a full year. Once summer ended, I exited the caves and made the stone fruit bush farm, which I must say was very good. I was able to combine the fruit and monster meat to make meatballs, and a lot of them too. This basically means that someone else who isn't Weber could join right now and survive entirely with meatballs. The farm is also very good because I can easily get renewable rocks from mining the stone fruits. For the rest of autumn I got bored waiting and tried to make a chessboard but failed miserably. Once winter finally hit, I was finally ready to find the loot stash and kill Klaus. Or die, whichever came first. Okay, so after all of that, we are going to fight Klaus somehow. I don't know if I went overkill or not with the Megalinuma signs, but yeah, let's just start it. Oh, oh, that was the wrong thing. I should have tried, also the music is off, let me fix that. Can't miss out on that music, oh Jesus, okay. So I was going to practice for this guy in another world, but I Oh, I don't care that much. It shouldn't be a problem, like, at least the first phase. The second phase is the only thing that could possibly kill me. I was just about to say I wasn't doing that bad. We still haven't gone a third of his health yet. He's not spawning the Krampus. Oh, now he is. Also, I think we've only been through one crown so far, so that's probably a good sign. Mega, whatever this is called, is actually pretty good now that I think about it. I have like a light source everywhere I go. Oh. I don't know. Oh, there he goes. I'm gonna heal up as fast as I can, because the second form is scary, because he jumps like that. And it is a little bit hard to dodge. And I dodge it the second I say that. So I think just right now I may have went a bit overkill with all these telecite crowns. Just maybe. I have like 5 more in my backpack as well. Wait, am I? Oh, I am on fire. Oh, this is bad. Oh, and he's dead. So that was surprisingly easy. We get charcoal, we get monster meat, we get another red gem I definitely need. Okay, let's check what we got inside. Let's start with this one. Oh, a bee queen crown. Wait, what blueprint is that? A green fun cap blueprint. That's just amazing. I can make a thing. Why is it that on the world I'm probably never gonna touch again is the world I get the Krampus sack from him? Well, I guess I have the sack now. That was unexpected. It's what, like a 10% chance? Look at all this room. Take everything home now. So that was actually surprisingly... That went surprisingly well. Yeah, that is the end of the video. I mean, I could keep going with this world, because there's like a few more things I can do. Like, I could kill the Ancient Guardian, I could kill Toadstool, and I could, maybe kill the Fuel Weaver, if that's even possible. Which I don't think it is, but I'm gonna stop here. I have like no room on my computer. I've explored most of the stuff in this world. I don't know if I'll do more. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.